Hello, people. It's yet another exciting episode on the Yaira Show, and this is Yaira Ekeofori. Today, I have a beautiful guest with me, and she shares a beautiful story. She tells a story of how she used a failure to her advantage and started a business to the extent of being recognized by the Women in Entrepreneurship and winning the award of Student Entrepreneurship of the Year. She also tells a story of how she has leveraged LinkedIn, used the LinkedIn platform to build her brand and advocate for personal development. Hi, Mabel.
Hello, Yaira.
You're looking so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, so before we dive into this interview, I'm going to ask you some fun questions.
Okay.
Feel free and answer as you like. So the first one is, if you're a superhero, which power would you have wanted to possess?
Maybe the one Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. What? Explain Power Rangers.
I don't know.
Which
those things they do.
They transform
Yes.
and all of that. Okay, so is physical attraction a must for you in a relationship?
Of course, because I believe we'll be going out, and also we should also see how you look at.
Okay, so it's a must.
Yes. It is. Okay, it's not really a must, but it's a must for me.
Okay, so short guy or tall guy in a partner?
Okay, for me, it's not really about the height, but it's about the character.
Okay.
Yes.
Pulling the character card. Pulling the character card. Okay, cool. Please. She said it's not about height, it's character.
Yeah, character.
Well noted. Yeah, so Mabel, thank you so much once again for
Thank you
accepting
too
my
for having
invitation. Why did you accept my invitation? I'm curious.
Okay, so thank you so much again, Yaira.
My pleasure.
And I'm really happy to meet you today.
I'm happy to.
Yeah, so your passion to help share stories, inspiring stories to also impact the lives of people really inspired me to accept your invitation. And also I believe that storytelling is a very important way of getting to attract people, getting to connect with them better, and also getting them to ignite in their passion. And
Nice. Thank you so much for accepting it. And I mean, I see the things you're doing even as a student that's pushed me to reach out to you because it's very inspiring, and I can't wait for us to go into all that right about now. So tell us, who is Mabel?
Okay, Mabel. So Mabel is a recent graduate of the University of Ghana, where she read Public Administration and Information Studies. And as an entrepreneur, she is into graphic design services, customized souvenirs, and general printing. Okay. Also, aside her professional pursuits, she is an advocate for personal development, and she believes that everyone has the potential to achieve anything they set their mind to do. People see her to be a motivator, people see her to be a mentor, but all the same, I believe that she's an inspiration to anyone who wants to reach their goals.
Wow. Inspiring. So Mabel, you mentioned that you have your own business and your own service as an entrepreneur. How did you combine that with being a student? First, when did you start business? Was it back in SHS or in uni? And how did you combine the two?
Okay, so this whole business thing did not start as a plan. So this is how it started. Back in basic school, I never really had the passion to go into entrepreneurship. Mine was just to study, pass my exams, and then continue my tertiary education and also get a good job. So that was what I was in for. I remember one time I said to myself that entrepreneurship is a no-go area. It's a no-go area for me. So I was part of the top students in school. All of a sudden, I got to high school. I wrote my WASI and boom, core math rocked me. Like, I failed in core math. I didn't know what to do. But I quickly gathered myself up, registered for the course that month, and then I rewrote an object course.
Yeah.
So right after the object, I couldn't go to school with my mates. So I was at home not doing anything. I decided to go for a computer class to learn my Microsoft Office use, just to prepare for high school, tertiary, because I was really eager to go. So right after that, I think intro to design was part of the courses. So fast forward, I met my church designer after that course, and then I told him about what I was doing at the computer center. So he took me in, since he was a graphic designer, and then he helped me. He's called Emmanuel Abe.
Okay.
So he also helped me nurture my design skills, etc. And then fast forward, I gained admission to school. I had to pause on graphic design and focus on studies. And I also didn't have a laptop by then, so I couldn't do that while I was in school. Then all of a sudden, COVID also came. We went home, academics became online. So I used that time to also go back to revise my graphic design stuff. So I was doing it, and I'm also the WhatsApp type. I'm always making noise on my WhatsApp. So anytime I make progress in my design skills, I tend to post them on my status. Yes, but I didn't have the plan of monetizing it. But the more people saw me posting it, etc., they started referring me to people even without me telling them that I've started a design career. So the referrals got me to decide to monetize it. And then I reached out to a few friends. They gave me name suggestions. I decided to go with my brother's name. He helped me with Mabel concept. That is Mabel and Darko, the concept. And I told him that it wasn't only design I wanted to do, but I knew that I could do more things aside design. So he should help me with a name that can cover everything when I'm ready to go into them. So Mabel concept came. We were doing our own designs, even things I couldn't do. When you asked me what I can do, I'll tell you I can. Then I'll look for someone who does it. And then I started doing other things as well. So fast forward, school resumed. After the COVID, we went to school. And then I didn't go just as a student, but I went as a student and a graphic designer as well. So I've really learned a lot from this, because I didn't let my failure pull me back. I didn't allow it to be a roadblock, but then I made sure that I used it. Yes, I took advantage of it, and then I transformed my life. And then when I got to school, people knew me even without me knowing them. Like, they always see me like, Mabel, we've been hearing about you, Medak. I didn't even know I was called Medak because it was my business name. And people started calling me Medak around, and it has been transformation since then. And I've been going places because of design. So if I had not failed back then...
Now you're glad you failed?
I'm glad. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for maths. And then I felt bad, but yeah. So thanks to maths.
This is a beautiful story. I mean, how you started your business. So how has it been combining it as a student?
Okay, so combining entrepreneurship with student life hasn't been so easy. It hasn't been so easy, honestly. And I feel that it's a delicate dance between dedication, discipline, and then a bit of creativity. And I'm saying what I've seen so far and realized is that time management is the root of everything, is the root of these three. That is the main balance for entrepreneurship. I had during school hours, design is also very demanding, because you can do a design for someone, the person will come for review, you think you are done, but you still be on it. So I used my break hours between lectures to work on design and other stuff. So that was what I was doing. I had a schedule. I always had a small book that had a list of everything I had to do. Before I sleep, I put down things that I have to do the next day. When I wake up, I review it, cancel out things I have to do. So
how consistent has that been?
It wasn't easy at the beginning, but I believe that practice makes you improve in things. So the more I do it, the more I become better at it. So that is how easy. It hasn't been easy, but I've been able to.
So when you started, was it level 100?
No, that was I started learning before I went to school, but I took a break and COVID, so I went to level 200 as a designer. And
Okay.
yes.
So say 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
Wow. We'll talk about your LinkedIn growth later, because that's where I discovered you, and
Okay.
it's been beautiful. But I know you've won a number of awards, because starting business in level 200, and then you won the student entrepreneurship
Level 300.
entrepreneur, and then you were also recognized by the women in entrepreneurship. How did that feel for you? Did you see that coming? I mean, when did that happen? Was it in 200 or 300?
It was, the Nooks one was in 300, and the women entrepreneurship one, I think, was level 400 first semester.
How does it make you feel? I mean, you have awards to your name. How does it make you feel?
Okay, so I'm always very much honored when I remember those things. And I didn't get them on a silver platter. I remember for the Nooks one, National Union of Ghana Students Award, I was just there. My friend texted me that I've been nominated for something without my knowledge. So I didn't even know how the whole process was. So the person told me I've been nominated. No, it wasn't my friend, it was my mentor, Worship Frimpong. He's also a very good entrepreneur. He's doing so well. So he told me I've been nominated, and I want to compete with my dad because he was also nominated. I told him that, oh no, I didn't even know about it. And he also encouraged me to still going for it. So I reached out to a certain friend that this is what has happened. I've been nominated, etc. So they would need to help me if they've nominated me. And I had some people telling me that I should let it go because they assume that those kind of prestigious National Union Award schemes are, the winners for those award schemes are predetermined. They are politically predetermined. So but then I decided to take off that notion. I told them that so far as I've been nominated, that means I have something, so I'll just give it a try. If I win, fine. If I don't win, at least I've made a name for myself. I've gotten to publicize my business, etc. So I'll still go for it. So I went for it, voting came, nomination, etc. The time for voting came, and then we voted, we did our best, and then finally on the next day, I didn't even get my clothes for that was night because I was just giving it a try.
You were really not expecting to win.
I wasn't
even after
expecting.
Putting in the effort
One thing
to get
was,
people to vote for
I didn't want to put in the mindset of a winner, so that when I don't win, that kind of, so I decided to make it a two-way thing. If I win, it's a success. But if I don't win, it's still a success. But it's a learning point for you. Yes. So that's that's what happened. So I won, and everyone was like, Mabel, how did you do this? And I told them that, it's not by my strength, it's by God and you voted. You those who helped me. So that's how it has been.
So I believe so much that LinkedIn has contributed to your growth. You've mentioned your mentor Worship. I mean, I know Worship. Not in person, also on LinkedIn. Yes, I think I've met him on some few occasions. So I know Worship. And you mentioned that he's your mentor. You met him on LinkedIn?
No, I met him at University of Ghana.
Okay. So there have been growth in LinkedIn. I've seen it. I've seen your posts. I see them. How has that contributed to your career?
Okay, LinkedIn has really contributed to my career in terms of branding me to become a professional, and also I get to learn a lot from people I used to look up to even before I went to LinkedIn. One is Jibodi Kwakudosu. She's my mentor when it comes to personal development. And yes, I've gotten to learn a lot from her, and then a few others as well. Before LinkedIn, when did I even get on LinkedIn? Yes, I joined LinkedIn in my first year of school. It was recommended to me by my roommate. All she told me was it's a platform for meeting recruited. So I was like, okay, why not? Let me just join after school. I don't really know what life has for me, so let me join. So I just joined. I didn't do anything there. I was still at 0 followers for about 3 solid years. So it's just recently.
So the growth is just within a year?
It's within a year. So it was recently I thought of gifting myself knowledge. So I met Sparkwesi Folson.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, I saw an ad about him. By then I didn't know him, but I'd heard the name. So I saw an ad about his LinkedIn growth course. So I reached out to him, and then he took me through some 2 hours course. And then since then I got to know what LinkedIn really does, and then I realized how it could also help me in my field. So I decided to take it seriously, and then through LinkedIn I realized that being successful is not just about being popular, but it's about how valuable you are, reaching out to people, helping them become better. Then people would also be attracted to you, and then they will support you when you also need
substance.
them. Yes.
Not just the popularity.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
That's very true, and I very much agree to it. So we'll be wrapping up this very soon. So you've mentioned about personal development. As you're talking right now, you spoke about it, and I know you're an advocate for personal development and passionate about it. Where is that coming from?
Okay, so my passion for personal development stems from my belief in the transformative power of self-improvement. I believe that everyone has the potential to achieve whatever they set their minds to do, and you can't just achieve something without passing through a process. And you need to grow, you need to learn, you need to overcome obstacles, you need to be resilient and other things. So I believe that personal development is very crucial to our growth, and that is why I'm always advocating for it, helping people with what I've learned, with my journey, with other people's journey, to also help ignite their dreams and let them know that anything at all is possible, and then it's very possible to reach their aspirations.
Wow. Okay, that's great. That's great. Has there a point in time where you took a risk and it has paid off? Apart from the time you had to start a business as a result of failing,
Okay.
Has there been any other time where you took a risk? You knew this is a do or die affair. You don't know what will happen, that you are taking this risk and it's paid off.
Yes. So was it earlier this year? Yes. An organization from school contacted me for a set of frames for their events, their awards events, and it was that day. I had to now do the citation designs before I do the framing, etc., to deliver to them. And they were on me telling me that they've reached out to a lot of people who are disagreeing to help them, etc., because of the timeline. So out of their distress, I decided to help them. But I knew that it wasn't so possible to help them. But I was trying to sacrifice some things and then try and see whether I can help them with it. So I took the order. I tried my best. I even missed class on that day to help sort them out. So after everything, I was able to get the thing ready, the frames ready, but I had just limited time to deliver because the event was about starting. That was when the Okada, the whole Okada mindset came in about the Okada. So I remember back in basic school again, one vehicle I told myself I'll never ride on is Okada. But looking at the situation, etc., I knew Okada was the only thing I could use to deliver the items, and I had to calm myself to meet them too. So I knew that was the only thing I could do to deliver to them. So I gathered courage, sat on this Okada. The Okada was heading towards school. I was crying on the Okada. And we got to campus. I delivered to them, and they were so happy. They thanked me. They were so grateful. And right after that, most of my biggest gigs so far are from referrals from those particular people.
Wow.
So I realized that I learned a lot from this story as well, because I realized that sometimes you would have to sacrifice some things. You have to go out of your comfort zone to help people, and you may never know what you may get from.
I appreciate the lesson bits. It's very important.
Yes.
So finally, my final question for you is, what mindset keeps you going? What mindset has brought you this far, and what's the mindset that's definitely going to keep you going, to keep making the impact and to keep growing?
Okay, I've always been a positive person. I always see the positives in any situation, because I know negative things would definitely happen. But I see it to be part of the journey. I see it to be part of the process. We can never do without it. So I always work with a positive mindset that there's positive in anything at all. Yes, there's positivity in anything at all. So that's what keeps me going, and
Okay.
resilience as well. So I'm always resilient in everything I do. I see failures. No, they are not even failures. I see setbacks as
All right.
stepping stones
Okay.
to stepping stones to success, and I don't see them as roadmarks. So that is what I always work about.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mabel.
Thank you,
It's
Sierra.
been beautiful hearing your story. And I mean, everyone, it's something that is there that's you need to take advantage of setbacks. Let me take your word. Setbacks. I don't see the word failure.
Yes.
Setbacks, and then take it to your advantage, use it to your advantage so that you're able to get something from it. And that's what your story highlights.
Yes.
And it's beautiful.
Yes.
Right now you are enjoying. I mean, you started a whole business and you are getting
Yes,
gigs. But
yes.
is it just you? Have you formed a team?
Okay, I'm yet to form a team. I'm
Okay.
still in the process of
All right. So
yes.
you've been doing everything on your
Yes,
Wow.
I've been doing everything on my own.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ira.
You should be proud of yourself. So keep inspiring people,
All
keep
right.
advocating for personal development, and keep making the impact. And all the best in your endeavors.